This is Sterling Williams, hashtag the web stylist, thewebstylist.la, aka hashtag the WordPress Ninja, thewordpressninja.com. Bringing to you an even more brief tutorial than the one I have out there on Trello and how to get your professional working with others as organized as possible. And Trello is an absolute win-win, like no other program I've ever come across. So these are actually, I started on Trello 3 years ago, and these are all my clients now. And I've noticed that 5 to maybe 10% still have a little bit of a hiccup using. So I just noticed the first Trello tutorial I did put out there quite some time ago on YouTube. I hadn't seen for a year or so, and has 20,000 views. So I said, you know what? Let me make an updated one that's a lot tighter. So I'm going to bring you here to a new board. Super simple. You know what? Actually, we're going to make a new one from scratch. Create a new board. Trello tutorial. I get my little plug in there. Okay, so it's like to do, doing, and done. It's an online project board when working with others that you invite members to via their email. And you just create a couple of columns, which if you're one of my clients, will already have had this set up. Oops. And so this is a typical board. If I want to clear this menu out of the way, just X that out. To do, doing, and done. So usually I'll say, what is your GoDaddy password? Oops. Login. Okay, user, number, password, something like that. Usually I'll put a semicolon, add it. So when you create a new card or a task, you just put the subject. You want to keep your board really clean. I've noticed quite a few times, sometimes a client will get confused and they'll create a new card. I just added the home page slider images. So that's the subject. That's what they want me to see. So you add the new card with just the subject, no details, no specifications. That goes on inside the card. So now our conversation, our notes, our screenshots, our images, click into it. The card opens in what we call a lightbox. So the focus remains right where it should be. So you've got your title as it should be, just like an email. You would just, send someone an email, you just put the subject in the email. I will not work through emails anymore. That is so 2012. It's just, I'm all about time efficiency. Time is money, hashtag. And everything is kept track right in one place. Everything pertaining to that project. And usually in my case, the client's web design, their brand creation project, and everything pertaining to it all goes right here in one place. So say a client, oh, my Twitter feed's down, this, that, etc. They put a note on here to do. No, too many clients were texting me. Oops. So we go into the card, and then they would add me as a member. That alerts me. I don't have any other members, but I'll get to that in a second on how to invite other members, which usually a client doesn't need to do, but I'll show you. So once I'm tagged, I can, okay, so once they tag me, you can either X out here or there's an X there. Oh, that's another client, sorry. Yeah, once they tag me, I'll be alerted here. And on my app too, they have a great phone app, highly recommend it. So I'll just get a little buzz, look at my Trello app, and I'll see this little note. So then, and usually all of these little update things, yearly, quarterly, I have to charge a small fee to stay up to date on their site. Usually the Twitter feed does not go down. That's very rare, but I'm just using it as an example. So I comment, now it's added. So if they were a member, you would see their icon up here in the options to add member to. So I would tag them. then once they're tagged in this card, both of us are notified anytime anything goes on in the conversation here, so to speak. You can add an attachment. Say you want to add a screenshot. I just added your homebox, added the home page slider just to our Dropbox. So let me go back into that and say an attachment for some kind of reference images. I want to go into my documents, my screenshots, and you know, if there's some reason they need to add a screenshot, but they wouldn't. But that's how you do it. You just click computer, or if you have your Dropbox synced, and then go to, say, desktop, grab an image of Jim Morrison. This little overlay graphic I did the other night. You know, just giving you an example of how to attach images, because I want to keep this thing really short. So just like that, I would see a screenshot, a reference image of any kind, any JPEG, PNG, .doc, a Word doc, etc. They want to attach, let's see, doing, here is the list of product. Say I'm doing an e-commerce site. Add it, go back into it. They tag me as a member. Usually you tag yourself as a member too, just so when I reply, you're notified. So anyone that's tagged as a member of a card will be notified about anything that happens in that conversation. So you can even add checklists. I won't get into that. That's a whole other X out of there. And then Twitter Fiend is down. I fixed it. I'm going to drag it to done. And that, my peeps, is how to use Trello. Drag and drop, creating cards, keep the subject real clean and tight, and it will keep your project board clean and tight. So once you get to, you know, let's say this one's a little busier. We've kept this one pretty tight as well. We've got 3 members here. You just tag who needs to be related to that card or subject, and you don't need to tag additional members that don't need to know what's going on in that card or aren't involved with it. And there we go. That is how to use Trello. This is Sterling Williams, hashtag the web stylist. And all my clients, feel free to, of course, shoot some social love out there with that hashtag, or if you're a WordPress-based client, and or I should say, hashtag the WordPress Ninja and the WordPressNinja.com. You can go to either site to get a flat rate quote. But if you're already my client, we don't need to go there with that. So I hope this helps everyone. Absolutely one of the most amazing professional tools I've ever worked with. Time is money, my peeps, and this is how you get organized in the cloud. Email is so 2012, I promise you. And I noticed the only other thing that some people have a hiccup, clients have a hiccup with, oh, I don't like Trello, I'm getting frustrated, whatever. You know what? It's because I found out they usually have lost or forgotten their password. I promise you. It took me a while to figure that out. Why are they having some problems? It's pretty straightforward. I sent them a Trello a tutorial video. You can use it as reference anytime you forget how to do something. But it's because I've noticed when I'm working with clients and I ask them to log into Trello and they forget they don't have their password. And I notice those are the ones that are frustrated with Trello. So please create a password you will remember, and you will absolutely love Trello from the beginning. Again, this is Sterling Williams, the web stylist and the WordPress Ninja.